What are the latest developments in the SEC versus Ripple debate? What were Jeremy Hogan's and Brad Garlinghouse's most recent statements on the lawsuit? Garlinghouse was correct. If you want to know everything there is to know about it, make sure you stick with us until the conclusion. As a result, you will not be missed. To begin with, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple XRP, raised the stakes in the legal challenge filed by U.S. regulators against his company. Despite the current legal battle, Garlinghouse believes 2021 will be a watershed year for the cryptocurrency sector and Ripple's greatest year because of the opportunity to integrate billions of people into the global financial community has never been greater. It's remarkable to see how much less maximalism there is now, and how many more builders there are. As we all know, the Securities and Exchange Commission filed a complaint against Ripple in the United States on December 22, 2020. Alleging that its offers were converted into sales. According to a memorandum of law supporting the SEC's petition to strike Ripple's defense, he violated the registration requirements of Sections 5A and C of the Securities Act. The SEC neglected to issue a detailed warning about the offering and sale of its products. He broke federal securities regulations by failing to provide it with enough notice. Before selling a single XRP, Ripple's legal counsel informed the company in 2012 that the sale of XRP might be considered a sale of securities under federal securities laws. The SEC took note. Ripple sold over $1.4 billion worth of XRP to public and private investors between 2013 and 2022, accounting for nearly all of its revenue. For many years, the defendants were aware that securities laws could apply based on prior guidance. Ripple had been fielding concerns from market participants since 2012 about whether Ripple's XRP bids and sells were necessary to be registered under securities legislation. The SEC, on the other hand, is an official investigator. In its original answer to the case, Ripple stated that it was primarily a digital currency rather than traded assets. The second assumption is that XRP is an investment contract, which ignores the economic reality that XRP is and has been a digital asset for quite some time. Fully operating ecosystem with a practical use case as a bridge currency that is not reliant on Ripple's efforts to operate or price. The lawsuit also unfairly singles out XRP, putting it at a disadvantage to other cryptocurrencies that the Securities and Exchange Commission has not designated to be securities. According to the business, XRP is a currency. According to the business, the announcement was made. The Securities and Exchange Commission has determined that XRP is equivalent to Bitcoin and Ether, which are not securities, by claiming that Ripple's XRP payouts were investment contracts while maintaining that Bitcoin and Ether are not securities on August 2nd. The Commission is picking virtual currency winners and losers, harming US-based consumer-friendly innovation in the process. Bradley Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple Labs, Lavender. Garlinghouse's XRP sales were primarily done on digital asset trading platforms outside of the United States, according to requests for information from the Binance cryptocurrency exchange. The evidence Garlinghouse seeks will be relevant to showing that the offers and sales challenged by the SEC did not occur in this country and are not subject to the law invoked by the SEC in this case. The SEC requested an extension of the expert rebuttal report date to November 12, 2022, and the expert discovery deadline to January 14, 2022. On October 15th, allow more time for the parties to produce rebuttal reports and bring at least 14 expert witnesses. Ripple gave his permission. The court granted a deadline extension to the port, but not to the expert discovery. However, Congress later granted this request, and Garlinghouse believes Congress should set clear regulations for the crypto business. The general counsel for the Ripples, Stuart Eldorado, stated that this is not a partisan issue. Nonetheless, some members of Congress are attempting to do so. Unfortunately, the United States as a whole is experiencing difficulties. Other reputable economic centers, such as the EU with MiCA, which combines input from all stakeholders, are seizing the chance. Brad Garlinghouse took to Twitter lately to offer his thoughts on the litigation. On the first anniversary, he claims that the struggle is only getting started, and he accuses ex-SEC Chair J. Today, the Securities and Exchange Commission voted to take action against the chairman of the Bitcoin industry. Jay Clayton's final move is to pick winners and try to limit us to Ethereum in terms of crypto innovation. Because XRP is the best digital asset, we all know that crypto and blockchain technology are here to stay. Payments reduce costs, increase scalability, and improve energy efficiency. Ripple has used it in the past and will continue to do so in the future. It's traded on more than 200 exchanges around the world and is likely to grow in popularity over the next few years, which is out of step with the rest of the G20, and the US government shouldn't be able to decide what constitutes innovation, especially when their decision directly benefits. We're prepared to fight and triumph, and, despite the judicial system's sluggishness, the conflict is only getting begun. According to Garlinghouse, they are making good progress and the court has been asking pertinent questions. And I believe the judge recognizes that this is about more than rippling. It has far-reaching implications. According to Garlinghouse, he believes the issue will be settled in 2020. Other prominent members of the XRP community have their own autonomy. On the one-year anniversary of the lawsuit, Jeremy Hogan came up. I've been involved in over 1,000 litigation across the United States, and the legal system is cumbersome and time-consuming in a variety of professions of law. However, I am confident that it almost always gets it properly. Don't give up and send us. The expert discovery and the court case have been extended after both sides requested permission to have one final expert deposition on January 19, 2022. The expert discovery will be critical in learning the ins and outs of the digital asset market, because the testimony will be included. This, together with the files brought up as part of the fact discovery, will serve as the foundation for subsequent rulings, as Ripple attempts to win on the fair notice defense. Many members of the XRP community expected the SEC versus Ripple legal battle to drag on longer than it did. Attorney James Kay is a convicted felon. On the other hand, he warned that neither group will enter the conflict peacefully. Why is this case taking so long? Many executives and investors in the trading industry, particularly in the digital asset space, have wondered. And, as the SEC versus Ripple case continues on, when will the litigation end? Numerous legal experts have predicted that the SEC versus Ripple proceedings are unlikely to be concluded this year. However, due to the settlement, anything can happen at any time. At any time, I might be reached. The company had until December 6 to respond to the judge's order, which included defining any terms in the XRP sales contract that could imply a profit expectation and establishing whether Ripple's efforts were required to change the price of XR. Hundreds more responses to Ripple's admissions requests involving XRP offshore sales must also be filed with the SEC. If the judge grants, the SECs will attempt to strike the fair notice defense. As the RFAS relating to the look implausible, it's possible that the defense will go unanswered. It's possible that the plaintiff may be asked if the XRP ledger was fully operational at the time of the 2013 sales. The case is still affecting the liquidity of the XRP cryptocurrency. As a result of the lawsuit, many US and European exchanges have delisted XRP. In December of last year, the coin lost half of its value, hindering Ripple's planned expansion. XRP, on the other hand, is still traded on exchanges outside of the US, and users continue to buy and sell it. If the court judges in favor of XRP in the SEC case, the cryptocurrency's price will climb. However, if the attack is successful, the price of XRP may decline. It's also important to remember that a range of other factors, such as Ripple's partnerships, XRP adoption rate, and overall crypto market sentiment, could affect XRP. His performance was outstanding. Jeremy Hogan has calculated when the long-running SEC versus will be completed. When asked for his honest opinion when the case is over, the legal struggle will be resolved. Even in the worst-case scenario, according to Hogan, the chances of it surviving through the summer are slim. According to him, the best estimate for the end of the case is April 2022. Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, had predicted that the SEC battle would be ended in 2022, with legal expert Hogan predicting the lawsuit to be resolved in April 2022. The question we'll be debating. Then there's the question of how all of this will work out for the two parties involved. Ripple has already won several key legal battles. In July, Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn ruled that Ripple can depose Chen Men, the former director of the SEC's Division of Corporate Finance, whereas you may. Furthermore, on the one-year anniversary of the litigation, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse noted that despite the legal wrangling, the company had its finest year yet, and that Ripple's triumph will surely be a setback. As the agency has put it, it's a tiresome fiction of regulatory certainty. In addition to prosecuting, the U.S. regulator will have to make clear and unequivocal advice to blockchain-related enterprises. To put it another way, the SEC is going to lose. And, as we all know, the lawsuit will be settled in April or mid-April, according to Jeremy Hogan. So there is no reason to get worked up about it. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment if you want to join.